happening again. Biohackers. If you haven't heard of them, you are about to. Biohackers are people who want to make their bodies and brains function better by hacking their biology. That could be as simple as taking vitamin supplements. But if you call yourself a biohacker, you're likely to be doing far more than that. I'm talking about people trying to edit their DNA, changing their diet to try and live to 150, and trying to create entirely new human senses. Our reporter Katrin Nye has been talking exclusively to people in the UK, Germany and the US who want to push the limits of what it means to be human. And a warning, this film starts with a fairly graphic image of a needle implanting a microchip into someone, so if you don't like that kind of thing, turn away briefly at the beginning.
Alrighty, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take a nice big breath in for me.
My chip's in.
You're a cyborg.
Hey, I'm a cyborg.
Meet a group of people from different corners of the world, all linked by a desire to make their bodies and brains function better. They're inserting technology under their skin, adopting extreme diets, trying to change the biology they were born with, some trying to live to 150.
I would be willing to take pretty much anything in order to improve my biology.
Meet biohackers. I've come to Leicester to meet some biohackers who are into body implants. And to find them, someone is coming to meet me here who has the directions in his hand. Hello. Are you Carl?
I am Carl, yeah, good to meet you.
Katrin, nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Have you got something for me?
I've got a chip in my hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that has my directions on it.
It does have your direction.
Oh, I can see the chip. It feels a bit like a matchstick in there.
Kind of.
That sort of size.
Yeah, it's about the size of a grain of rice.
Okay, so how do I get my directions from this?
So you just bump your phone against the chip, hold it against there, and there you go.
Oh yay! And there it is.
There it is.
It's read the address off
That's
that.
right, yep.
Straight into Google Maps.
Straight into Google Maps.
Hi. You're Genova.
I am, yeah.
This is Genova Rain. At this salon, as well as more conventional things like ear piercing, she inserts chips into people.
So what we have going in today is an XNT microchip implant.
What kind of people are getting these chips?
There's definitely more people that are interested just for the novelty of having one and having I've been upgraded to a cyborg.
Augmenting technology is one of the reasons why I want to do it. I have NFC reader in my car, and it's got keyless entry and keyless start, so I would like to be able to start my car without needing my keys. But once I've got the chip, this is my entry into biohack. I've been very curious about it before. It's something I've written about extensively. I like to automate all processes in my life if possible, and this is just another way of doing that.
The chip is currently located round about here, just in the neck of the needle.
That's pretty big.
Alrighty, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take a nice big breath in for me. Well done. All done. So we just
Cool.
press down on that.
Your chip's in.
My chip's in.
Your chip.
You're a cyborg.
Hey, I'm a cyborg.
You're a biohacker.
Look at me, Mum.
Then the moment of truth for Raven. Does it actually work?
Cool, so now I'm approaching my NFC tag.
Yes, it's working.
It's working. Nice.
Her hand can now link to any website, and she can hopefully program it to open her car. meet the next biohacker on Hampstead Heath in London, Liviu Babitz has developed something called the North Sense. He can literally feel north. What's inside here?
Lots of electronics. So you have a compass chip, you have a Bluetooth, and lots of other stuff that are making it work.
And how is it attached?
So there are two titanium bars going one from here to here and one from here to here.
Oh yeah, I can feel them.
Yeah.
And a bar in here. Piercings here. They're still a bit red. How fresh are they?
So they're not that fresh, but with all the people touching, pushing.
With all weirdos like me. Go round, face north. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's north.
Yeah.
There.
Yes.
It's like you're getting a text message with your phone in your pocket, vibrating when you hit north.
Yeah, it's a vibration, yes.
For Liviu, this biohack is all about creating new human senses. Some animals can already sense north. Why shouldn't we? He wants this to be the start of an entirely inbuilt navigation system.
Scotland, the North Pole, Netherlands, Israel, Paris, the US.
Rich Lee is a 40-year-old cabinet maker from St. George in Utah in the US.
So basically I strap this onto my arm and it basically charges my body. It's great for, it's like a taser. Can do fun pranks where I just grab a doorknob and then just wait for somebody to come up and they get electrocuted. I think it's hilarious.
He's also a grinder, a biohacker that does extreme body modification.
So I've got a magnet right here in this finger, right on the side, and then another one in my middle finger right here. On the other side of my hands, I've got a small NFC chip. It's about the size of a grain of rice right here. I've got another NFC chip right here. It's about yay big. Over here, I've got a biotherm chip in my forearm. And then up here, I've got headphone implants right in my tragus, this little bit of cartilagey stuff that you've got right at the front of your ear.
And I don't know, when I go out to a restaurant or something like that and I'll just be messing with it at the table, it always captures people's eyes and they're like, wow, how's he doing that?
As soon as you get it, like, you know, you go around and now the world is magnet porn and you're looking, you know, your microwave and seeing all these different appliances that are putting off really big fields and it's just always going in the background. And it's like your sense of taste or something, you just take it for granted. I want to see a biologically fluid society where people can just augment these things.
Lidocaine, if I need to numb myself for a procedure, tons of syringes, intermuscular injections.
Okay, these are fantastic legs.
This home experimentation can of course go very badly wrong. These are the scars left by one of Rich's failed body hacks. Inbuilt shin guards that got so swollen they had to come out again.
And then we had a metal rod that was basically being shoved down the length of my shin and basically separating the tissue from the shin. On the removal, I didn't use any anesthesia at all. Took out the scissors and cut the stitches and pulled it out with pliers. So that was it.
There are biohackers working with far less extreme methods, and I've come to Berlin to meet one. This is Dirk. His biohacking is all about experimenting to try and optimize his health. As unrealistic as it sounds, Dirk wants to live to 150. This started with trying to keep your hair
Essentially.
unspiraled.
And spiraled. Let's get this up here. That's what I take almost daily. 5,000 I use per drop. L-carnitine, L-glutamine, L-tyrosine, BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids, collagen. Omega-3 is pretty standard, MK7. Sleep optimization, melatonin. Chaga, that is the nastiest supplement I have. I would not recommend taking that. That's just your standard blood glucose meter, just like any diabetic.
Dirk is not actually diabetic, but checks his blood sugar daily to make sure it's at optimum stable levels.
I would be willing to take pretty much anything in order to improve my biology.
Is this all available over the counter?
What you see here is stuff that's not.
How do you get it?
It's not over the internet. I actually get it from pharmacies.
Just prescription stuff
Yo.
that you haven't got a prescription for?
Yeah.
May I ask who's doing that for you?
No.
What does your doctor make of what you do?
My doctor doesn't even know anything about it because one thing about biohacking is taking 100% responsibility for your own biology. I do my research myself and I do take the full responsibility for it.
You want to try and live as long as possible?
At the highest quality of living. If I have low quality of living, that's not really worth living.
How long do you think you can live?
Easily 150 years. That's well, I'm a relatively old dad of a 60-month-old, and being a biologically young dad is one of my biggest motivations behind all that.
Back in Utah, and grinder Rich Lee works on his most ambitious project yet.
I've got so many vibration motors, it's not even funny.
The Lovetron 9000, a very long-running plan for a built-in vibrator to be installed under the skin just above the penis, basically designed to turn him into a sex god.
A material that was made to simulate flesh.
It wasn't too big of a stretch just to say, I'm putting a vibration motor in my body. Why not have one downstairs and become a sex cyborg or something like that? I've been through so many prototypes. I think I'm on number 10 right now. I estimate that I've sunk maybe $15,000 into it. Still running into hurdles, but we're getting there. My parents and my kids have been really supportive. Some things they just think are kind of gross, but I don't pester them about golf, and they don't pester me about biohacking. So